I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're two sisters Southern cooking. Hey y'all, it's Debbie. So we finally found something to use our Curaçao Gouda cheese with. So Ben and I went on a cruise. We went to the Netherlands Islands. And the Netherlands Islands has a special Dutch Gouda cheese that they make, and I stopped at a little vendor and tried it, and it's so creamy. This smoky is delicious. So I went and bought like a quarter of a wheel and brought it home, and it was like 3 to 4 pounds, I think it was, of cheese. So Elsie and I was like, pondering, what are we going to do with this cheese? This is a lot of cheese. So we are going to put 1 pound of this cheese into a bacon Gouda mac and cheese. We're going to crumble bacon on the top of it. It's going to be so good, y'all. You stay tuned. Most of this is going to be started on the stovetop, and then it's going into the oven to bake. Hey y'all, I am going to put my elbow macaroni in and get it cooked, and then we'll finish off with the cheese and stuff to put it in the oven to bake. So right now I'm just getting my noodles done. We are at the stove now, and I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready to make the sauce to go into the macaroni and cheese. Now, you know Elsie started the macaroni and cheese over here. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my flour. This side of the stove is not on, so don't worry, there's no heat coming to this side while I quickly whisk this together. So I'm just going to whisk it and set it aside, and then I'm going to melt my butter, and then we're going to pour in this flour mixture and then slowly add in our milk. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started with this. So a whole stick of butter. It's going to be nice and buttery and yummy, guys. And this is salted butter. And you are going to prepare your noodles as the instructions of the package that you buy your noodles in. Now I have to tell you that we ended up getting a 3-pound box of macaroni noodles, so we have plenty of noodles for the future. 3 containers worth. So alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let this continue to melt here, and then we're going to add in our flour mixture. Thank you. By the way, Elsie got to try that cheese, the Gouda cheese from Curaçao, the Netherlands Islands. And boy, is it creamy. It's got just enough bite to it, and it's smoky. It's so good. This is medium-high heat right now. I'm trying to melt this down here. This is what's taking the longest of the whole process here, because once you start putting the flour in, you're going to cook it for like a minute, and then you'll start adding in your milk, and then you're going to cook it like 5 to 7 minutes, just until it starts to thicken up and it gets a nice creaminess to it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add in our flour and all our seasonings. And this is the way you start any roux, is right here. Cook your flour and get that flour taste out of it. And then you add in the milk. You got lots of delicious ingredients in this. All right. I think our roux is about done. I'm just gonna slowly start pouring in my milk. And once the roux has thickened up, then I'm going to add in the cheese into this. And at that time, our macaroni should be done. Then we'll drain it, add it all together. So we'll pour it into that big red pot because there's no way we're pouring all that macaroni into this. There's not enough room. Sorry, I'm splashing here. Just trying to make sure we don't. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna cook this about 5 to 7 minutes and then we'll be back. And then at that time, it should be thick enough that we can actually add in our cheese. And then we will add it into our macaroni because our macaroni will probably be done by then. All right, guys, so it's getting thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat down even more because I don't want to scorch or burn this. And this is our fresh shredded Gouda. And we're going to put all that in here and let it melt. I've turned the heat pretty much off because I do not want this to. Actually, Elsie, if you want to stir or you want to put in here, I want to save some for the top. I'll put one more scoopful then. Okay, that sounds good. We have a pound of Gouda that is in this recipe. All right. All right, so I think we are good to go ahead and pour this in here. Move that over. All right. All right. What do you say, sis? Ooh, listen at that cheesy sound, guys. If you didn't want to bake this in the oven, you could cook this right on the stovetop and serve it. Ooh, it's got that good cheese. Look at that. Y'all, I'm going to pour this into this baking dish. Okay, so while she's spreading the cheese on there, I'm taking a couple tablespoons of butter and I'm putting them into our breadcrumbs and stirring it around till it's like wet sand. And then we're going to put the bacon. Do you want to put the bacon on the cheese or do you want to put the bacon on the top with the breadcrumbs? You tell me, sis. Doesn't matter. All right. I'm telling you, this mac and cheese, Elsie and I snuck a little piece of the cheese and noodles. So good. This bacon is just going to add in another level of flavor to it. So good.
Hi, I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.